Green Spring. Today we're going to view a video that we did about 3 years ago, because on the resident satisfaction survey you indicated that you needed more information on transitioning from independent living to Garden Ridge and the assisted living. So the resident council thought that this video of the transition of Marcia Dake would be of help to you. As a matter of fact, there's a tour of Garden Ridge if you'd like to take it. It's the first Tuesday of every month. And I think we might have a flyer on it. I guess maybe we don't. Anyway, we're talking about Marcia Dake transitioning from independent living to Garden Ridge, the assisted living portion. And Marcia was one of our pioneers here at Green Spring. When she died, she was over 90 years old, and that was about 2 years ago, in July of 2014. Marcia had a career of establishing and maintaining professional nursing. She was the first dean of nursing at the University of Kentucky. And she was also, her last job was the first dean of nursing at James Madison, which she was there for about 10 years before she retired. She came to Green Spring in 1998, the end of 1998, as one of the pioneers. And Marcia and Frank Richardson and Jerry McDonald were instrumental in putting the slides up for our scroll starting in January 1999. So, and Frank is still working that job today. Marcia started the Village in Motion January the 2nd, 2002. She initiated the photo directory. She initiated the who's who interviews of residents that she continued to do up until she moved to assisted living. I don't know that she did one after she moved over there, but she was active until then. And she also established the archives of Green Spring. So with that, suppose we see the video on Marcia moving over to Garden Ridge and assisted living.
I think we got a ways to go in here yet, but the girls are really doing yeoman service. What would I do without them? It's, and you know, I gotta get acquainted with a whole lot of things, but they'll come one by one as it becomes timely.
No, they're not empty, and
so I think
is last minute, so
I'm glad it's me who made the decision.
Somewhere down the shelves, but office.
That's about what I know.
I put a couple sweaters there.
Hey, hi, Dr. Dake. How are you?
I'm here.
Good. My name is Erin, and I'm from Occupational Therapy. And I'm here today to do an assessment to see whether or not you are appropriate for our assisted living in Garden Ridge. What I'm going to do today is I'm just going to have you do your morning routine. I'm going to see how you get dressed, get around your bathroom, move around your apartment, so I can make any recommendations about safety or anything like that for you, okay? So I would like to start off by just asking you a few questions. Do you have anybody that comes in the morning to help you with any of your morning routine?
I have somebody comes in for half an hour.
Okay.
And that's to get my breakfast.
Okay.
And make my bed.
Okay. So every morning for a half an hour, but you do your own dressing and all that. How about showering? Do you do that on your own too?
I can't shower. I've got a bad leg.
Okay. So you
bandaged.
Okay. So is this something that's new? Have you had this a while, or?
I've had it a while and too long, and it's not going to leave me soon.
Right, okay. Well, when...
So I won't be taking a shower soon.
Okay, so it'll be a little while, but hopefully you'll be able to again. So now you just do sponge bathing.
Right.
Okay, so do you, and then she helps you in the morning to get your breakfast ready.
Right. Okay. Right. I have it pretty much laid out, but it's a matter of bringing it to the chair and the coffee and then she makes the bed.
Okay. So how about lunch? Do you prepare your own
I
meals?
do my own lunch.
And do you go down to the dining room for dinner?
Yes, I do.
Okay, wonderful. How about your medications? Do you manage all
I
of your
manage all the
medications with no
medications.
issues? Okay. And do you drive?
No, I haven't
Okay.
driven for years.
For many years. So how do you get your groceries and those type of things?
Anything I need, I have family.
Okay, so you have a supportive family in the area
I have
to help
nieces
you.
in the area.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
Well, those are kind of my introductory questions. So I'll just go ahead and kind of see how we get around. Let's start off in the bedroom, and
Okay.
I'd like to see how you get in and out of bed, and maybe get in and out of your drawers and just kind of retrieve some of your clothing items. Good. So no problems. Okay, you can put them back on. Good.
Can you?
Is that normally there?
No.
Where is that normally? Did she move that?
Oh, it's in the tub.
Okay, can you just show me how you reach into your upper cabinets and your lower cabinets? Good, okay, and how about below? Okay, and you just sit on your rollator. That's smart. Good. Now, is this where you keep your pills? Okay, so do you fill them up every week, or?
I've got to take that down to exchange. for-
Okay, so every Thursday.
I've had the drugs.
Okay, so
I've
every
had the medicine today.
you have. Okay, so what days do you fill these?
Thursdays.
Every Thursday. Okay, I'm just wondering, just because there's nothing in the PM.
I don't take anything.
Oh, okay, okay. I have to make sure, because some I like to check on those type of things just to kind of
Of
make
course,
sure
of
that
course.
the medication's being taken when needed. Okay, good. And how about the refrigerator?
You want
Unless there's ice cream in there. I'm just
no
kidding.
ice cream in mine.
Good.
So I have
We have
lots
a
of
lot of
nieces,
family to make up for it.
lots of nieces and nephews,
That's wonderful.
and they take good care of me.
Well, good. Now, I would just be careful with this chair. Kind of like in the bedroom, I would recommend a chair that doesn't spin and doesn't have wheels on it. Good. I just have a few more things to check with you, okay? Can you raise your arms above your head? Good. To the side. Good. Behind your head. Behind your back. Good. Any pain with that? You can put your arms in front of you. I'm going to test your strength. Don't let me push your arms down. Good. Don't let me push down. Good. And to the side. Good. Don't let me push down. Good. Don't let me push down. Touch every finger to your thumb. Good. As fast as you can. Good. And how about this? As fast as you can. Good. And then I have to ask these questions. Do you know where we are right now?
In my apartment.
Yes. And what city and state?
Green Village.
And what city and state?
Right over there.
Yes. And what's the date today?
14th, I think,
Is today of what month
September
and what year?
13th.
Is it 12th today? I had to think a minute, but I'm not gonna. I don't take off points for that because sometimes it's hard to remember the correct date. So, I have finished with the evaluation. So as you see, it's pretty simple. I just see how you're able to get around and how you're able to do the tasks that you do on a daily basis. Do you have any questions for me before I go?
Not that I know of.
Okay, well, if you think of any questions, you can always contact the rehab department and they can get in touch with me and I can give you a call.
Okay.
Okay? So wonderful. I mean, you look like you get around great.
I'm satisfied.
Good, good. You're just thinking about moving to assisted living?
Right.
You know, I think that that's a good, assisted living is just a much more supportive environment. You don't have to worry about cooking and cleaning
Or
and
falling.
right.
Or
Someone is there all the
homeless.
time.
That's right.
And you can always, someone's like on that hall. So if there's an emergency, you know someone can be there within a few minutes.
That's why I'm doing it.
I think I respect you for that because I think that sometimes that's a very hard decision to make for many people. So that's wonderful. I think you'd be a great candidate for assisted living because you don't need too much help. It's just for safety and to feel a little more secure. So I'm going to go back and just type up my report, just everything that I saw today, and I'll have that completed and submitted before lunch today, probably.
You gotta hurry.
I know. They keep me busy, right?
Okay. Well,
Okay.
you're very good for your job.
Oh, well, thank
good at
you.
your job. Let's put it that way.
Thank you. And like I said, if you think of any questions that you have, just contact the rehab department, and I can give you a call, okay?
Is there anything I'm supposed to do?
No, I just came to see this. Like I said, I'm going to type up my evaluation, I'll submit it, and then your social worker will take over
Okay,
from there.
okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Alrighty. Thank
Thank
you. I hope
you.
you have a good day, okay?
You are good for your job.
Oh, well, thank you. And thank you.
So there are times when I'm talking with my resident and I sense a hesitation about whether or not the move to assisted living is the right decision. They may feel, why do I need this? I'm doing just fine where I am. There may be even some trepidation or fear in the process, just fear of the unknown. And I do recommend that residents and their families take a tour of assisted living and see what there is to offer, because there are many, many benefits to moving to an enhanced level of care. Doctor's visits in your apartment, meals close by, support of staff, and lots of great social activities and volunteer opportunities exist in assisted living. And additionally, I let my residents know that they still have the full use of the Green Spring campus, but in an enhanced fashion. And when they take the tour, they often see people that they've known over the course of their living at Green Spring. Many friends have moved there, and they see that they have cohorts and friends that they're familiar with, and they see that it can be a very beneficial transition for them. As a social worker, I'm really excited that Marcia Dake has been willing to participate in this special that will identify the benefits of assisted living. I think many residents at Green Spring will benefit from this, those that have questions, concerns, and misconceptions about the process. So thanks, Marcia.
Well, I'm having lunch or brunch or whatever with one of my many nieces, but the one who lives nearest and takes care of me. She sees to it that I have lunch food and anything I need, and makes me toe the mark and all that kind of stuff. Right?
Back in May, we had an amazing 90th birthday party for our aunt, and family came from far and wide. We had a great celebration. But right before that, she had taken a fall and bruised some ribs and was, really quickly having to mend from that. And then following the birthday, within a month or so, she came up with these kind of stubborn and formidable leg sores that made her mobility, very challenging, and we're still trying to get those things under control. And then, noticed some things about remembering appointments, remembering kind of some of the things that she was supposed to be doing. And so we started having conversations about, maybe now might be the time to think about what the next stage of care would look like. And we made sure that we have somebody visiting her in the morning to help her get up and make sure she has breakfast. Right now, that seems to be working really well, and, it just seemed like a good time to have that conversation. And I can't remember who brought it up first. We just kind of all started talking about
I think
it.
it's been a mutual
Yes, absolutely.
sort of decision, reaching that decision.
Well, and I'm the not nurse niece. I have a younger sister and an older sister, both of whom are nurses, and so clearly we look to them for their advice and what they think is happening and how our Aunt Aileen is doing. And so then we, compare notes, and we all have conversations with her, and I think it just seemed like the time was now. Better now than too late. And not knowing what that process would look like, how long it would take, what the steps were involved, we thought we ought to get the ball rolling, right? Is that
Yeah,
fair
we
enough?
have.
And we have. We are rolling along.
I don't know who approached whom.
Right.
I mean, it was pretty much so mutual that it was almost at the same time.
Yes, exactly. Simultaneously. I also remember when she was preparing to move here, and we were all talking about how great it was going to be to have her back up in Northern Virginia, because I got Virginia sisters, I'm in Maryland, it's just been so great to have her right here, that one of the reasons she chose Green Spring Village is because they could meet all of her needs throughout the rest of her lifetime. And she knew when she moved here that that's the kind of place that she wanted to be in. She wanted to be close to family, but she wanted to be someplace that would have stages of care available to her as she got older and potentially frailer. So, I was really reminded of that when we started having the conversation about it, is that's why you chose this place, because
You remember it, I don't.
I remember really well. You're
Yeah, I
saying, that, and I remember in the past, as all the different parts of Green Spring Village opened up, we would take a visit there just to see. I remember when the nursing facility opened up, and we went and took a look at it. So, all along the way, we had a fair amount of confidence that whatever level of care you were going to need could be right here. So we're really pretty excited about that, for sure.
Hey, Marcia.
Hey.
Come on in. I'm good.
That's good.
Come on in.
I'm in.
How's it going?
I'm in.
How's it going?
I'm in. Oh, still getting around.
So,
Me and my buddy.
I know. I love your buddy. So, come here. Tell me. What's you went to the doctor today? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. So that was
That's clearance for Garden Ridge.
okay. So and you got a clean bill of health.
Of course.
Of course, I knew you would. That's good.
Of course.
And you saw Dr. Bethel? Mm-hmm. Okay, good. Good. So how's it coming?
Just waiting the days. My calendar says it isn't this week, it's next week.
All right, so you've gotten the doctor's appointment taken care of.
Right.
You've gotten all of your initial evaluations and accepted, and your apartment's picked. So now it's just packing all that stuff up, huh?
Well, deciding what's going to get packed.
How are you doing that? Are you using those little sticky tapes that I sent up with Julie?
She's still got them.
She's still got 'em?
I haven't seen them.
Okay, are you putting
She'll be
diff-
here. She'll be here at the end of the week.
Oh, good. So you're going through and deciding what's going to move, what you're going to keep, what's going to go to treasure chest, and what you're going to give away, and what's trash, huh?
All that good stuff.
What are you doing with that collection of plastic bags?
That's yesterday.
That's yesterday. Okay, we've already
Yesteryear.
taken care of that.
Yesteryear. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
So planning is coming along.
I think, as far as I know,
Okay, good.
not
So
much left.
not much left. So probably in the next week. Have you been over to Garden Ridge, checked out the apartment and everything?
A week or so ago, Julie and I both want to go back, and she'll be here at the end of the week, and we'll go over and take another
Take a look
at
and
it.
measure and that sort of things.
Help to decide what's going and what isn't.
So how are you feeling about your decision?
Fine,
Good.
fine. I made it because I thought it was the right decision, and the timing is good. I'd rather go when I'm healthy and feel good than wait until something happens and then have to.
I think it's incredible that you spend your whole life teaching people stuff, and you still are doing that. I think that to be able to be an independent person and to have made these independent decisions for your whole entire life, and now to still be making those independent decisions is extraordinary, and certainly speaks to your character and your ability to put your needs where they belong
Did you
up front.
rehearse that?
No, and nobody paid me to say that or anything. I just sort of, because you know, we've had many conversations about that, and you know
Oh, yes.
that certainly that is how I feel, and I think that your decision and your timing of your decision was terrific. I think you made those decisions for you.
Well, I'd rather start something new when I'm healthy, when I can see my way around and get my way around, and not have to go and not be able to check things out.
And I think too that, when you moved into Green Spring, part of the reason that you moved here was because of the continuing levels of care.
Oh,
To be
absolutely
able
right.
to have identified that and utilize those resources and that take advantage of the community that you
I hope
moved
lots of
to.
people have a friend like I had who got me started here. I had a friend who lived at Charlestown,
Oh,
and I knew what her care was.
so that was good.
What her life was in that community. I spent many nights with her, many weekends, and so on, just visiting.
Visiting with
We
her.
were such good friends.
So that's great.
I had a very good idea of what living at an Erickson community would be like.
Okay, come on right in here. Hi, Dr.
Shall I
Bethel.
get off?
Marcia's here.
Well, hi,
Shall I get
Dr.
on?
Dake. How are you?
Well, I'm better now that I see you.
Okay, that sounds great. All right. So wonderful. You're here today, and you know why you're here?
Well, I guess you have to okay my going to Garden Ridge.
Yeah, I think that's right. So you've already had your tour, and you've made it your decision that this is the best place for you, and your family is okay with it, and so I just have to put my okay on it. Is that right?
I gather that's right.
Yeah, that's
That's what's
exactly
left.
right. Okay, well, that's fine. So we're going to just do a little assessment today and just see where you are with things, and make sure that
Very good.
the assisted living part is where you need to be. We're all done with the assessment for today, and I think that you're going to be fine. You're really going to enjoy being in assisted living, and
Good. I'll
so
see you over there.
I'll look forward to seeing you there. All
Okay.
right. Have
Very
a good day.
And you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
What if you had the 24 by 30, a little smaller one, in this area?
Small bookcase or a
Not the
table?
small bookcase, what if you had a small table in this area, and you pull up, and that way you can enjoy your view? Because I feel bad if you're trapped in the corner, and it feels so dark. Even with a light there, it feels so dark. So I was thinking that maybe a small table here takes better advantage of your view. You have a great view, and takes better advantage of the light, and you won't feel like you're trapped in the corner. Hi, I'm Brenda Kuhn. I'm one of the Custom Interiors coordinators here at the Green Spring campus. I am working on a space plan with a resident who is moving from one side of campus over to the other side of the campus into Rose Court, and she has a lovely unit, and we're just trying to figure out of her favorite pieces in her current apartment, what's going to fit here and what's going to make her most comfortable as she makes this transition, and we're trying to make sure she has a lovely home here. So when a resident moves over to the Rose Court building, we have identified a unit that's available, and we make sure that the unit is freshened up, has fresh paint, fresh carpeting, and that it has everything that they need to start their life over here.
These fixtures in the bathroom are lovely. I love the big walk-in shower, and plus you can have the shower bench if you need it. But the fixtures in the bathroom are just very classy, very nice.
Yes, I know it may not seem like it, but we are completely organized and we have it all under control, right, Annalene?
We're almost done, aren't we?
So, things come in many categories. There's the treasure chest category, there's the Goodwill category, there's the family heirloom, gonna keep it in the family category, and then there's the moving to assisted living category. And then I guess there are a few things that are going in the dumpster, but that's our method. A few things going to storage too, because you still have your storage bin. So, where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah.
This is the base to the blender. It's nifty.
I'm sure.
1 cup, 2 cups.
That's an antique. You know that's an antique?
It's early plastic, isn't it?
No, thank you though for asking. Yeah, thanks. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna just do some hot water on it.
You're wishing.
Can you imagine having nieces like that?
No. Although, my dad's nieces have been helping him when he's been in the hospital, so I guess it happened.
They're coming out with a mattress.
Well, I'm excited to see what you think of the new place once you see your things in it.
I'm excited to go see what the lay of it's gonna be.
You haven't seen it?
No, I haven't seen it yet, but
She was over there.
I saw a lot of big stuff moving out the door.
You were sending and she was receiving, is that right?
That's right, we tag teamed. And, could use my phone, called hers, and your phone works, yay Verizon. I'm so happy, I feel like I'm gonna have to call customer service and say, it worked.
Be the first person in the last 10 years that called to compliment them on their service.
Right, and then it took one call. They turned off your phone this morning, they turned on it in the new apartment, no problem. The beauty about going to assisted living is if you want ice cubes, you call the buzzer and ask somebody to bring you some ice cubes. Seriously.
With a pleading voice.
No, I mean, remember they told us the story about one of the residents who always liked a cup of tea at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, yes, yes.
And so somebody brought her a cup of tea at 4 o'clock in the afternoon.
Honestly, probably after a few days, she didn't even need to call. They just went,
The ice cubes
4
will show
o'clock.
up.
It's time for Lily to have her tea or whatever.
Tea.
Yes, or, yes. Hi, Dr. Dake, how are you?
I'm fine.
Good. How's your day been?
Busy.
A busy day? So far, so good?
So far, so good.
Good. Were you able to meet the team upstairs?
I guess
Yeah?
several people did in my house.
Liz and everybody? Good. I'm glad to hear that. And your furniture all made it, right?
As far as I know.
Good to go. Okay.
Now we're trying to find a place for it.
I know.
And remember where we packed things.
Yeah. Well, do you have any questions for me before we get started on
I
some
don't
of
know
the...
what to question.
All right. Well, we can do one thing at a time, and as you have questions, just let me know.
Okay.
The paperwork we're signing today is the admission paperwork for assisted living. So this is the standard paperwork saying that you are moving into an apartment over here. Okay? Your highest level of education.
Doctoral degree. EDD.
What was your state of birth?
New York.
New York. And I have you listed at Village Church. You go to the campus
correct.
church. This is standard paperwork. We keep it all in a private file that's locked here in our office. Now here, you're signing stating that you acknowledge that you've received a copy of the Virginia Department of Social Services Disclosure Statement, and that's what I have right here for you. That's going to go with you.
It's just, right now, you could get all your mail sent to me, all of it, or you could keep getting the personal mail. I would get all the bills and stuff. But I think you still would want to get all your mail, and we'll just make
Go
sure you
through it
keep it
together?
in a good place. Do you
Okay?
think?
That okay with you? We'll do this one. Okay. And I just need your signature there, please. Yay! Welcome. It's official. Do you have any questions for me?
I don't know enough to have questions
Not at the
at
moment?
this point.
Okay. Welcome. I'm here if you need anything at all, okay? We're very
Okay.
excited to have you. You're a special person.
Of course.
Yes.
Welcome! Nice to have you here.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's nice to be
Yeah.
welcomed. Thank you.
Somebody's been working there.
We're back.
We're just so giddy about coming to see you. And they really hope you remember them, and, good luck. I can't remember breakfast.
Oh, I think we got a ways to go in here yet, but the girls are really doing yeoman service. what would I do without them? It's, and, you know, I gotta get acquainted with a whole lot of things, but they'll come one by one as it becomes timely.
No, they're not empty, and
So
you know, a lot of
I
this
think
stuff is last minute, so.
I'm glad it's me who made the decision.
We have completed the admission process. Yay! And so it's official. She is now a resident of Rose Court 230. And now I think we just have to help settle in and make sure that she knows where to find her stuff and what's going to make the most sense, and see if we can work it all out. And if we can't, we'll rearrange it again and then again and again until we get it right. But it's really great to see her sitting in her white chair by the window. I think we made a lot of progress.
The only thing I can add really is how warm and welcoming everyone's been. You know, every few minutes there's a knock, knock, knock on the door. Is Dr. Dake, and she interviewed me 14 years ago, and one of the women was just giggling and giggling, like she was really meeting a celebrity or the President of the United States. I said, by all means, come back, but it seems very nice. I don't know where we're going to put her office. I'm a little concerned about that, but otherwise, it's been smooth, I feel.
Here, we'll hang the shelves for us. We just have to, you know, let them know when we want that to happen.
Gotta decide.
We'll decide. Donna will be here tomorrow. And Liz is going to come talk with you about how to get any other thing you need. So I really feel like we're in very good shape. And it's only 20 of 4.
Oh my goodness. What would anybody do in this process if they didn't have the gems that I have in these young ladies? You know, I don't know how anybody could do it without this quality care and help.
It's family.
Yeah, family, I'll tell you, it's family.
That's what we do. Can you get your foot out of there?
Got it.
Got some information out of that video. Marcia was very gracious to allow us to photograph her in the process of moving. So I hope that, and also let's see that flyer again about being able to tour Garden Ridge on the first Tuesday of every month, and the next one is April the 5th. So if you give that number a call, 703-923-4650, and sign up for a tour of Garden Ridge. I think you will get a lot of good out of it. You'll understand the Garden Ridge a little bit more. So we have a few announcements. You know, we have Village in Motions on Saturday and